New this morning, a new bill being heard at the State House could help you and your family save money, all while keeping your children fed.
Lawmakers have introduced legislation to make breakfast and free lunch at public and chartered non-public schools. Columbus Bureau reporter Morgan Trow shares what this could look like.
They eat a lot.
With 2 teenage sons, Natalie Hastings buys a lot of food.
He is waking up in the middle, late at night, and going down and eating again because he's so hungry.
As food at grocery stores is getting more expensive for Hastings, it's getting more expensive at schools, too.
Wow, school lunch is expensive now. There have been times when I've called the nurse and said, can you call my kid down to your office and give them a granola bar because I think they're hungry.
And while her kids know that she'll pay for it, data from Feeding America reports that 1 in 5 Ohio children are unsure of where their next meal is coming from. State Senator Bill Blessing says this is unacceptable.
I mean, you're looking at about $3,000 a year spent on breakfast and lunch.
The Republican has introduced bipartisan SB 109, which would provide free breakfast and lunch to public and chartered non-public school students.
It's a public good. The benefit will accrue to families across the state. Philosophically, if children have issues with hunger, parents have trouble feeding them, they're going to want to go to school, if for no other reason, for that meal.
We couldn't find anyone to speak out publicly against meals for kids, but Donovan O'Neill with conservative advocacy group Americans for Prosperity warns about the price tag.
What the state spends goes up biennium over biennium by very significant amounts. And so we do caution for fiscal stewardship.
If the bill became law, it's estimated it would cost the state $300 million per fiscal year, less than 1% of the proposed state budget. However, 15% of the budget is already being spent on public education. O'Neill says that overall, he would rather state dollars for education go directly to the families instead of school districts.
Get to a place where we are funding families, we're maximizing flexibility and creating an environment that ultimately increases the supply of education.
Hastings argues that spending a portion of the state's dollars on children will only help the kids learn and help the economy in the long run.
In order for us to be able to come to school, get those math scores where we want them to continue to be an innovative population, then let's just start with something easy like feeding kids.
The bill will be heard in the coming weeks. At the Ohio State House, I'm Morgan Trow reporting.